In one of my recent challenges, and I was currently dealing with sending players abroad at the moment as the transfer windows are open. One of the major challenges we've been facing is in regards to immigration and especially getting visas. Visas have become more difficult for African players to be able to get. In every 3 or 4 players that we actually decide to sign up or to send abroad, there's always the likely possibility that probably only one will get a visa. And the issue is, no matter how much we try, fix the system, get all the paperwork correct, get everything correct, we always face the challenge that it is going to be a possibility that 1 out of every 5 players be able to travel. And why are we experiencing such an issue, and especially when it comes to the Schengen visa? It's not much of an answer that I can actually explain, but what I want to understand is this is one of the reasons as to why we need to fix the system in our own continent, so that traveling to Europe or seeing European teams as a place where all players want to go and succeed, instead we are able to find that we can fix it in our own continent so that traveling to Europe becomes an option. My biggest situation is, even though they do get to travel, we have players who have challenge customizing to the environment. They're going to deal with definitely a lot of racism. They're going to be dealing with the changes in food, changes in weather. And there's one thing that most people do not realize is, and especially as Africans who are used to the great weather that we've been blessed with, Europe doesn't have equally the same weather. So a lot of players are facing depression, are facing stress, people are missing home, and that usually comes down to probably vitamin D deficiency. I'm sure some of the doctors will be able to tell you this, but also because it's not home. You know, at some point in time, we have to face the reality that we need to fix the systems at home. This situation of constantly for visas, constantly trying to travel abroad, this assumption that the only way you can make it is if you travel has become not in the 21st century anymore. Right now, we need to be able to fix our systems at home. It is frustrating to get players' hopes up so high that they really are looking forward to a team and then get denied at the visa processing step, which is one of the most crucial ones. But knowing very well that across the continent, even though a few African countries on the continent still require visa processing, it's not that easy to find an African being denied to actually travel across. And so that is why it's very important for us to start looking within, in being able to fix our systems, our governments, and being able to invest more in the sports within the continent so that we are able to actually thrive equally. So that instead of us constantly looking towards exporting players, we can retain our players, we can have the best leagues, have the best entertainment, because at the end of the day, sports is entertainment to a lot of people. Develop on our infrastructure, our education, our career levels. This way, at least we are guaranteed longevity on the sport, and also be able to answer a lot of the questions that a lot of players have in regards to what next, what does finances look like, what is development on the sport, career growth, and so much more.